Welcome to Strike Back Games. Just doing a quick, hopefully quick, UFC prediction video. This one is for UFC Fight Night, Gustafsson versus Johnson. I think I pronounced that correctly.
Did that perfect.
There we go. So what we're doing on this one, just turn it around real quick. We're going to start with Phil Davis and Bader and work our way up. The rest of them will not be reviewed, so don't get ass hurt. So, alright, so what are your thoughts, dude? Davis versus Bader.
Bader's gonna lose because Bader loses always.
How is Bader number 7?
I don't know. I don't understand that. That was what I was gonna ask you.
Bader has now become the Czech Congo of this division.
Yeah, he really has. I think I beat him one time actually.
Like I feel bad because he seems like a nice guy, I guess, but
he does, but he gets beat every time. I can't tell you the last fight he won. What's the last fight he won?
I can't either. I don't know. But I think Phil Davis has been on a tear. And yeah, Davis is 13-2. I mean, I guess he got beat up by Rumble, right? But
yeah, that's good.
13-2, dude. Yeah. He's not bad. He's not bad at all. He's a pretty athletic guy.
Yeah,
I can't say that about Bader.
Yeah, I mean, no takeaway from Bader. Like seriously, if you see Bader in a dark alley, don't go down that dark alley. But I think he's gonna get beat by Phil Davis.
Right.
Like,
okay, and I feel bad.
Don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah,
when we say that, don't be like, "Oh,
I feel bad
he's a punk ass bitch. He ain't no hitter." No, no, he's a fighter. He can take it.
I feel bad because we're here criticizing these guys, but they're all very high level MMA.
No,
like if you watch basic MMA, like if you watch like the stuff that they do at casinos,
yeah,
you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, what is this?"
Yeah.
Bader's very high level, but when you're comparing it to the division, when you're comparing it to Jones, or you're comparing it to everybody else, you're like, okay, Bader's not in that realm. He's not in the realm.
He's not in that
realm. If he was in WEC, he'd probably have the belt.
Yeah.
If he was in like these lower level, you know, whatever, maybe.
I would say if he goes to Bellator, he'd be a champion there. That's what I would say.
Bellator that bad?
You know, so they got good guys. They got some good guys.
I think if he was in a lower division, he would be very high up there. But when you're talking about the cream of the crop, I don't think he's there yet. He's not. He needs to change it up. And Phil is just. I don't think Phil is super awesome, but I think Phil is very athletic. He's very explosive.
Yeah.
The wrestling background, he's very explosive. So in this one, I'm gonna have to say, give it to Phil.
Yeah, I'm going Phil Davis too.
Once again, my stupid way of ranking things is Phil's got 13-2, that gives me 11, and Bader's got a 19-4, that gives me 15. Which you would think that I'd go with Bader on this, but I think just because of Phil's. Just because it's not about the higher the number, it's more about like the percentage of win versus loss kind of thing. Anyways, it makes sense in my head. So I'm going Phil. What are you doing?
I'm going Phil Davis too.
Kind of would be a little insulted if I was Phil going with number 7 if you're number 5, but whatever. All right, next fight: Dan Henderson, Hendo, number 9 versus Gergard Mousasi. Musashi, number 8. So Dan once again is getting a guy that's one higher than him, which is funny because he's gotten beat up by Cormier last time.
Yeah,
I feel bad for Dan because Dan's like that guy that's kicking ass right now, even at his age. But he's gonna have to slow down soon.
Well, then there again is the thing. It's like, now don't take it the wrong way. He's a great fighter. He was a great fighter, but I think maybe he's a little old. He might need to stop. I mean, at some point you're gonna have younger guys, they're going to come in there. I mean, your body's just not going to be the same shape it was. I think that's what Henderson's going through right now.
Yeah, and that's sad. That's sad because he's such a legend. But on this one, I'm looking at the stats, and I'd have to say that I got to give it to Mousasi. He literally, all of his stats are higher than than Dan's Henderson's, all of them, except for defense because Dan's a little better. But I mean, his height's a little better. His landed per minute as far as strikes, his accuracy, his he absorbs less punishment. His defense is higher. His the only thing that Dan has better is his takedowns are slightly better than him, but his takedown accuracies are higher when it comes to Musashi. His takedown defense is better for Dan, which is great. But I mean, most like 90% of the stats are really, really shining for Mousasi, and he's a younger guy. I can't imagine Dan's going to win this, and I kind of feel bad.
You think if Dan loses, he's going to retire, or you think he keeps going?
I think it depends on why Dan's doing this. If Dan's doing this for money, he just keeps going. If he's doing this because he's trying to keep up with the young guys or he wants to feel young again, he needs to drop to a different division. Like, he needs to go to not a UFC or maybe a different weight class where he can be more competitive. But I just don't think he's slowing down, man. That's just the inevitability of life. That's just the way it goes. You hit a peak, and sometimes you come back down, and that's just the way it goes. You got to roll with the punches, and you can't be in a sport that you take damage like this.
And once again, too, if you see Dan Henderson at the bar and he hits on your woman,
he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, you let him hit on your woman.
Yeah.
And then when she's done and now is like 2 sizes bigger, then you can have her again.
Yeah, because he's gonna kill you. He's gonna eat your soul, is what he's gonna do.
Yeah, Dan's gonna make you feel like you were that kid in junior high that messed with that freshman in college kid, and he just destroyed you.
That's what he's gonna do to you.
That's what he's gonna do to you.
You know that one scene in Jurassic Park where they're feeding the T-Rex, and then the T-Rex comes and eats that little lamb? You're the little lamb. He's the T-Rex. He's gonna do that to you.
Oh, I got a better example. Okay, so this is like the first guys that fought the Gracies in Brazil. They were like, "Who's this guy? I could take him down. I'm a striker." And all of a sudden, this guy's just like manhandling you on the ground and almost can just pretty much molest you.
And you're crying?
This is what Dan's going to do to you.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
So don't sleep on Dan, but at the same time, once again, we are fighting at a very, very high level.
There's always a new guy. It's like DBZ, man.
Yeah, man.
There's always somebody else coming out for you.
And you got to give it to Dan, considering the fact that he's still ranked number 9 and the highest division in the world.
Yeah, that's...
So, props for Dan. Once again, this is a long-ass video. All right, final fight. Gustafsson, ranked number 1, and Johnson ranked number 3. Who's ranked number 2?
Henderson. Not Henderson.
Cormier,
because he just lost.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so what do you think about this?
I actually think, because stuff with Jones just happened, I think Dana and UFC should take away the title from Jones.
We can talk about that. We can talk about that in a different video.
And have a Swedish Chef there fight Cormier for the championship.
That'd be a good fight. I think that we could talk about that at a different fight or a different video. But what do you think about this fight?
As right now,
I can talk about that for 5 minutes.
This is gonna be pretty interesting because you got Gustafsson, who's almost like a Swedish Jones. He got long reach.
Yeah,
he's a tall guy, and he goes in there just throwing whatever he wants. And then Johnson, he's powered, man. He'll take your head off if you leave yourself open.
Johnson's got some explosive power, man.
Yeah, you cannot leave yourself open.
The picture on the UFC website of him almost looks like when he was back at middleweight.
Yeah, so this picture they got up on the UFC, this is not actually... No, this doesn't do them justice, actually.
When I've seen him...
Neither one of these guys, don't do him justice.
When I've seen him fight, I'm like, Jesus, the dude walks around like... He looks like he's like a 200-pounder.
Yeah.
After he rehydrates.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a very interesting fight for me because I look at Gustafsson and I know what he did against Jones.
Yeah.
And if he can capitalize and avoids those hard punches from Rumble, he can potentially beat Rumble and just wait it out. We've never seen Rumble go past 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Which is scary because he's not a heavyweight. But if he can wait it out, I think he can slow him down.
Yeah.
And that's a test for Anthony because in the end, if Anthony can't deal with 5 rounds, he won't be able to take down Jones.
Yeah.
The problem with Jones is that he's like Gustafsson, except Gustafsson's a little bit different in his style. Gustafsson's more tactful, while Jones is almost like... I can't even describe it. Almost like very aggressively kind of jail style kind of.
Yeah, he's on the fly stuff. He's coming up with stuff.
Yeah, and he's got like some unorthodox stuff where you're talking about like he's tackling you with the shoulder, you know, while you're grappling. He's doing spinning elbows. He's
stomping on your toes when you're in the clinch.
He's good about like really short distance elbows, which we saw at
poking
Cormier.
Your eyes. Like he's
poking your eyes. Real good at that. And so the real question is, can Anthony Johnson be as explosive to get past the reach of Alexander? And if he is, then that'll be a good test for Jones. If he's not, then Alexander just needs to go through Johnson, keep the distance, and eventually in those later rounds just completely maul him, which we've seen Gustafsson do. That's the crazy part about Gustafsson, because he can maul you, but you just don't expect it from him, and that's the crazy part about him.
Yeah, that's why I'm going with Swedish Chef there, because you saw what he did against Jones, what he did to Jones. So there's no reason to say he can't take down people who aren't as good of fighters as Jones, and that's what I'm going by on here. So
yeah, the biggest variable once again is that hand. It's just like the Dan Henderson. It's just like can he throw off an H-bomb?
Yeah, can he?
And that's the big thing. So Oh wait, that's such a stupid comment. He says he walks around at 200. This is a 200-pound division. He's probably like a 220, 215 when he rehydrates. But anyways, I don't know, man. I'm up in the air about this. Like, my mind is telling me Gustafsson, but there's that little thing in the back of my mind that's saying, well, Johnson can get in there, man. I've seen him pop forward and it's almost like Superman punch and knockout.
Yeah.
And he's very explosive, which I can't say Gustafsson is. He's not very explosive, but he's good. I don't know. I almost want to say Gustafsson just because of his record, and that's just kind of why I'm defaulting. So I guess Gustafsson.
That's what you're going by, his record?
Just because of his record. I mean, I think this is a up in the air coin toss.
All right. Well, there you guys have it. Agree with us? Don't disagree with us? Like it? Don't like it? Leave a comment down below. Let us know, guys. And that is all for this time. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.